Alrighty guys, today we're going to go through the weekly report. Obviously welcome to Ultra Macros. We're going to be changing this just a little bit for the next level of our nutrition. The only thing we're going to change guys is this one here. So tracking and hitting targets. It's going to alter a little bit because we're now starting to track carbs and fats as well. Everything else in the weekly report is exactly the same. This is our new focus definitely for this level of nutrition though. I'm going to give you guys a couple examples. We do color code this as well, just makes it super easy and super clear on what's happening each day. We're going to do an example of a fat gain day first. So say we're over 30 grams of protein, we've blown our budget 50 grams over with carbs, and we've also blown our budget 10 grams of fat. So that's obviously over with all three of these macronutrients. This here will be marked as a red day, which means fat gain. Okay. The opposite of this here is, say like you're under 30 grams of protein, you're under 50 grams of carbs, and you're under 10 grams of fat. This is marked yellow, which is a muscle loss day. We also have, say you've got a bit of mixture of the two. Say we're under by 30 grams of protein, say we're over by 50 grams of carbs, and we're also over by 10 grams of fat. This is a little bit different. So we're under, over, and over. This is still marked red, as basically it just goes to show that it's a little bit more urgency. You've obviously have a fat gain because you've hit a bit of a surplus with your carbs and your fats, but you've also definitely lost muscle because of that protein loss as well. So you're going to obviously have both fat gain and muscle loss for this day here. For a day that's perfect, say like you don't have to obviously write a perfect day into this. You can just mark it green if you'd like. So we can just go through and mark it green as a perfect day. Or you can go through and say you're within that 5 gram over or under budget for your macros. Say like you're 3 grams of protein, you're 4 grams under for your carbs, and then you're also over 4 grams of fat. This is within that 5 gram over and under budget. So we're definitely a perfect day here, which is basically marked green for perfect. We also do as well, basically, if you're within the 20 grams, say you're this day here, you're like 19 grams of protein over, 19 grams of protein under, so 19 grams of protein under, say you're 14 grams of carbs under, and you're 4 grams of fats over, which is obviously perfect for fats. Say you're here, this would be a light green, just because you're very close to that perfect target. It's like a half perfect in a sense. Half perfect. This day here would mean you still lose a little bit of muscle, but not as much. You're still obviously losing fat because you're in a deficit, but you're just slightly off of that absolute perfect day. The same applies for red as well. Say you're 19 grams of protein over, 14 grams of carbs, so you're within that 20 gram target. That there would be a light red, basically because you're close to that target as well. The reason why we like to color code these things, and obviously we've introduced a light red and light green, is it's a really good feeling having someone go from like, say like they're like all reds 1 week, and they're just basically starting to be all light reds. It just shows that progression over time. It shows that they're getting better, and if we see that we're getting better, we're going to want to go that next bit further as well. Whereas if it was just completely reds, even though they're getting better here, if they're not aware of that improvement, you're not going to have the same sort of drive to go that next bit further. So it's a bit of a pat on the back, a well done, and then the client, obviously you guys are a lot more likely to go that next bit further the following week. Always baby steps guys, but this is the next way we're going to track this. Your mentor will help you with this as well. Next we're going to track this just to make it very clear on what's happening day to day as we start to really fine tune things. Awesome guys, if you've got any questions, hit up your mentor and we'll talk to you guys real soon.